Good afternoon, everyone. It's Monday. You know what that means? It's Hot Mess Mama time. That's right. So I wanted to say hello. Happy holidays. We can officially say that now without cringing because we are officially in December. Monday was December 1st, which meant a lot of things started to happen on December 1st. So I give you my Christmas backdrop to make you feel a little bit more festive. But I've got to say, this is probably the most serene part of my home right now. The rest of it is just like an explosion of madness and mess. So let's pretend like my whole house looks festive and clean like this. Okay. All right. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my first days of Christmas. So I'm going to break into song for you. You ready? Okay. So I had a very comical Saturday. Very comical. And instead of having a 12 days of Christmas song, I'm going to start with a one day of Christmas song, because this is how my Saturday kind of went. So we said, on my one day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a visit with Santa Claus. On the first day of Christmas, my two mad kids gave to me 2 elfin visits and a visit with Santa Claus. On the 3rd hour of my first day of Christmas, my true loves gave to me 3 lost front teeth, 2 elfin visits, and a visit with Santa Claus. On the 4th hour of my first day of Christmas, my true loves gave to me 4 can I drink yet, 3 missing front teeth, 2 elfin visits, and a visit with Santa Claus. On the 5th hour of my first day of Christmas, my true loves gave to me 5 what the 4 can I drink yet, 3 missing front teeth, 2 visits from the elf, and a visit with Santa Claus. So that's kind of a little bit how my Saturday went. And that was just like the first half of the Saturday. But I put a post out there on Saturday because I was like, this is unreal. This can't be happening. It's too comical. And someone had said, yeah, that kind of sounds like the 12 days of Christmas. So that's my rendition of the first half of my day on Saturday. So this is how it all began. 5 o'clock in the morning, I hear the kids rustling upstairs. And I'm thinking, what is it? I thought maybe he has to go to the bathroom or something, right? Maybe my son's getting up to go to the bathroom, or maybe my daughter's just tossing. Then I keep hearing more tossing, and I hear the 2 of them kind of playing and rustling. I'm like, hey, maybe they'll just go back to sleep. No, that would just be too easy. So then what happens? They come traipsing down the stairs. Why? Because they were so excited. They got up early because they wanted to find Elf on the Shelf, because Elf made his debut. And so they wanted to meet Elf on the Shelf and find Elf on the Shelf. So they woke up early. I'm like, oh, please, okay. Then the next thing I know, I'm just gonna lay in bed until they find Elf on the Shelf. Next thing I know, I hear this, Mom, my tooth is loose. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not loose. It can't be loose. He already pulled it. He pulled his tooth, a day ago. It's not, I don't know what he's talking about. It's not loose. Next thing I hear is, Mom, it's hanging. And he comes running into my bedroom, bleeding profusely out of his face, all over my comforter. Indeed, he pulled another front tooth. So within the course of about 2 days, my son has pulled 2 front teeth. So he now has 3 missing front teeth. So not this all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. Now he wants 3 front teeth because he's got them all gone. I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I am not prepared to do another visit from the tooth fairy. I just did one day ago, right? And I'm thinking, in addition to this visit from the tooth fairy, I have to do another visit from the elf. So how am I gonna do these 2 things in one? Well, thank God for Pinterest and some moms on Facebook, because they came up with a brilliant idea where the tooth fairy kidnaps and wraps up the elf in dental floss. And so that was killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You women are brilliant. Thank you for my villagers. So it was a 5 a.m. wake-up call because we found the elf, and then it was the Mom, I'm hanging, my tooth falls out. Then my husband is put in charge of the children while I'm taking care of some things. I go into my bedroom and see that literally every one of my children's socks and every one of her hair bows has been taken out of the drawers, and the socks were unballed and the bows and everything were all over my bedroom. I'm like, is this what happens when Daddy is put in charge? So I asked my son, hey Enzo, where's Daddy? I don't know. Where is Daddy? Kids don't even know where he is. parenting at its finest. Actually, that's daddying at its finest. And some of the other mothers have said, I bet you he's in the bathroom. I bet you he's in the bathroom. I bet you he was in the bathroom. I don't even know where he was because I was too busy cleaning up socks and hair bows. So then it was time for my husband to feed my children for breakfast because I was at this point, I was like, I got to do laundry. I got to get stuff ready. And I got to figure out something about a tooth fairy and an elf. And so I go to find my husband feeding my children the breakfast that I made them with this. My husband is feeding my children with a claw. He had a claw in his hands and was feeding my children with the claw. This is why my children think my husband is so much fun, and I am just the mean old disciplinarian mom who tells you to eat properly with a fork and a knife and a spoon and not use your hands and put a napkin in your lap. This is why. Thank you, Daddy, for derailing everything I've tried to train these children for. So then later on in the day, my son, he comes up to me and he's like, I'm going to scream so loud in your face. And I say to him, go ahead. You know what? You're going to pay for it. And he says, ha, ha, ha. I don't have any money. Well played, little man, well played. So I had no response to that. So all of this is going on. And instead of me getting mad, which is at first, either I was just sheerly exhausted or that it was just that comical. Like I was like, that was pretty, yeah, that was pretty comical. Yeah. So I wasn't yelling, I didn't get angry. It just, these things just kept accumulating. I kept thinking, what's going to be my breaking point when I'm going to lose it? Because all of these things had been so funny, and I don't know why they were funny, maybe because I was just delirious with tiredom. And then later on in the day, my son screaming at my daughter saying, hey, you know what? Don't do that. I'll pay you back. Like he hit her, she hit her, him or something. He goes, if you hit me, I'm going to pay you back. And I said, ha, 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 you don't have any money. Okay, he didn't think it was quite as funny as I did, but of course I thought it was quite humorous. Anyways, so I guess it was a bad week to try to give up drinking. See, after Thanksgiving, I was just like, I need to take a break. And from like all of the holiday drinking and all the holiday eating, because I was bloated and full of salt and crazy, like feeling gross and like I needed to detoxify from all of the salt and the fat and the alcohol. So I said, okay, I guess I'll give up drinking until maybe Christmas time. Okay, that lasted all of about, I'll give it 30 hours. It was about 30 hours before I was like reaching for a glass of wine. So at about, 10 o'clock in the morning, after all this stuff is happening, I'm going, guys, is it too early to have a drink? And they're like, when can I have a glass of wine? It's kind of crazy. But anyways, bad week to try to give up drinking. So these things, like I said, were pretty funny. I wish that I had caught them like live, like on video or something like that, because it would have been hilarious on Facebook. But I just had caught maybe a picture or I was able to, leave some text. But it would have been a lot funnier if I had been able to, post it on video. But speaking of the elf, hot tip for moms. I'm going to put the link down here in my post. There is an awesome, awesome mom out there who came up with 35 elf ideas. Yes, 35 elf on the shelf ideas that she got from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree. And you know what? They're all legit because I went to the Dollar Tree and I found as many of them as I could. So that they're really easy and they're like $1 each and they're awesome. I'm going to post it on here so that you guys can see those 35 elf ideas. But kind of speaking of the elf, I'm thinking of having a hot mess mama event. So I kind of want to know what you guys think about this. All right. I'm bouncing all over the place. I'm thinking about having a hot mess mama event. It'll be free. It'll be at my house. And it'll be probably Friday, December 5th in the evening. There'll be wine. There will be chocolate. And there are 2 options. So one option. Option A is to have a wrapping party where I'll have tables and wrapping paper and bows and tape and tags and all that kind of stuff. And you guys can bring all your presents here and you can wrap them here so your kids don't find your wrapping presents. Option number 2. Option number 2 is that we have an elf supply exchange, which means all of you guys can come over to my house and we can hang out and we can exchange all of those supplies that we collect when we're doing all these elf props. Like, okay, I made an igloo one year for my elf out of cotton balls. I'm never going to use it again. I would love for another mom to be able to use it, right? Or I'm sure another mom maybe, crocheted some sort of outfit for her elf that she's not going to want to use again. I would be happy to swap that, right? Okay, so these are your options. Option 1 is a wrapping party, and option 2 is a elf supply exchange. And we can do this on Friday, December 15th with wine and chocolate and one of those 2 options. That evening, I'm thinking it's the 15th is a good time to do that, right? Because we're almost towards Christmas. At that point, all of your gifts should be bought, or at that point, you would have been tapped out of all your elf ideas. So one or the other, you guys vote vote here to let me know which one that you would prefer. And again, it's free to be at my house, and would love to have any and all of you there. The other thing is that night, if you want to have your kids go somewhere, my church, St. Peter's, here in Greenville, they have a parents' night out that night, and it's $10. It's from 6 to 9, and it's for any kids that's in pre-K through 5th grade. And it's from 6 to 9, and it's $10. And they feed your kid pizza, and they do holiday-themed games, and they watch movies, and they watch your kids. So if you guys want to wrap at my house or elf at my house, you'll have like a really great like place to put your kids for $10 for 3 hours on this Friday, December 15th, so that they don't see us swapping elves, or they don't see us, wrapping presents. So think about that. Put that in the bank and kind of put your comments down in here if you're interested, and I'll probably post some more about that out there later, but I kind of want to put the feelers out there as to what you would prefer, an elf swap or a wrapping swap. Okay, so another thing I'm going to put out there and I want to let you guys all know about is that after this weekend's little debacle with all my crazy madness, I decided that I was going to do a sweepstakes. So get ready for more information on that on my posts. I am going to be posting out there for a caught on tape sweepstakes. And what that means is that if you want to submit your video and your photo and description to me, I will have everybody vote, and the top 3 will then go to the semifinals, and then the top winner that gets voted number 1 by all of you will win a $20 Walmart gift card from me. Why? Because you know me, I'm Walmart's biggest supporter. I love Walmart. I could like live there, because if Walmart doesn't have it, you don't need it. So yes, so details will follow. So look for that in my post. Not this. I'll post some more about this later. I'll post some more later about the night out, and I'll also post some more later about the caught on video or caught on camera contest. But I just kind of wanted to throw all this out there at you, given the crazy madness of the holiday and the crazy madness of my weekend. I'm sure that you guys are all having crazy mad stuff. And what the better time to catch craziness on video than at the holidays, right? Because that's when our kids are at their finest, right? So what do you guys think about that? Thumbs up? Please give me some thumbs up or some hearts or something. I would love to hear more about what you think about those ideas, and would love to hear some of the crazy things that may have happened to you in the first days of Christmas to kick off the holidays. So certainly it was great talking with you today. As always, would love to hear your feedback. Would love to get some thumbs up, some hearts, and share me with your friends. And have a great rest of the week. And I love you much, and I will talk to you soon.